What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Turbonegro. Yes, indeed, Turbonegro Fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Morten Asvog, and Morten wanted to see me react to this song by Turbonegro called Age of Pamparius. Now, have I heard this song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard this song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by Blitzkrieg Polly, okay? And the video has 647,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Turbonegro, Age of Pamparius with intro and Hello Live. So this is two songs on one video. I wasn't given any end time, so I think Morten might be trying to sneak a second song in here. Well, I'm gonna keep my ears open, and when this song is over, I'll stop it. Cause no, man, come on, don't be that guy. Don't be the guy that tries to sneak into songs, because it's not gonna fly with me. It's just not. Anyway, hopefully I'll be able to figure out and stop it. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
I got the erection. Har du någon raket också som jag kan köra in? The captains, they will have a good time.
Something goes wrong, like they say.
Okay. The song itself, the songwriting, it's good. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything bad about it. It's good. It's simple. It's easy to follow. Kind of reminds me of a Kiss song. You know, in all honesty, it's got a nice groove. It's got nice energy. The chordal progression is not hard to follow. You can figure it out pretty easily, and to some extent, you can even predict where it's going to go. Okay? Now, is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. How many bands throughout history have followed a formula similar and have had great success? A lot. A lot of bands. Kiss is just one of them. There's a ton of bands out there that have had success following a similar formula. Boy, my mouth is just not working today. So I find no fault in that. By the same token, I'm also not going to sit here and pretend to be blown away by anything that I'm hearing. I'm not, okay? It's easy to play, easy to follow, simple stuff. But like I've always said on the channel, simple can be effective when it's done properly. This is absolutely being done properly. If I'm being honest, the one thing that is kind of catching my ears a little bit, kind of catching my attention, the progression of the minor 3 to the flat 2 to the root. Do, do, do. You know, that progression. Do, do, da, 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 da. Kind of Misfits-ish in a way. That progression, which I absolutely dig. I'm a big Misfits fan. These guys do kind of remind me of the Misfits a little bit when it comes to their chordal progression and their songwriting. Somewhere between Kiss and the Misfits, I think is probably a good way to describe these guys. But again, I want to reiterate, I have no problem with anything I've heard so far. I've enjoyed everything I've heard so far. Easy to follow, it's easy to groove to. So, no issues whatsoever. Let's get back into this, shall we? harmonics. Sounds like that's the end of the song. Sounds like that's the end of the song. Only a minute left. Forget it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just let it go. It's only a minute. Do they do that at every show? I mean, it would make sense. It would make sense if they did that at every show. I mean, it's actually less than a minute. It's like maybe 40 seconds, and it's just, you know, letting the crowd know it's good to be back wherever we're playing. It's not a bad thing to do, actually. Has nothing to do with this. It's not going to be taken into account, but it was fun to watch. All right. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Turbonegro with Age of Pamparius. This was a request from Morten Asvog. Okay. I got a score. Let's just get to it, shall we? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that overall presentation a 6.6. Yep, 6.6. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first things first, a 6.6. What does that mean? Well, a 6.6 would translate to a pretty good skill rating because overall, I think this was a pretty good presentation. It would also get 3 out of 5 stars and a B letter grade. Yeah, that's B as in boy. So there you go, a 6.6, pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars and a B letter grade. Now, how did I come up with that score? So glad you asked. Okay, this is my second reaction now to Turbonegro, and between the songs, just on the songs alone, I gotta say I think I prefer this song over the first one. They both have a lot of shared characteristics. Fairly simple chord progressions to follow. Fairly simple melodic lines to follow. Similar groove, similar style, similar energy. Having said that, though, I do feel like this song struck a no pun intended here, but I do feel like this song did strike a chord with me a little bit more than the other one did. It felt good right from the beginning. Coming in, and with, I think it was, I think really did it for me more than anything else. This is going to sound very shallow, but that chordal progression with those heavy accents of the minor 3 to the flat 2 to the 1, down, 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 and then going on those 8th notes. It really stuck with me. And I guarantee you that's going to be running through my head, that chordal progression. It is so ridiculously simple, too. Minor 3, flat 2, 1. It kind of reminds me a little bit, I know the chords are not the same, but it kind of reminds me of a Misfits tune called We Are 138. I think it's because of those the 8 notes that came off. Just hitting the root on that 8th note pattern, that steady 8th note pattern. And then when it came to doing the other chordal progression, the actual movement of the chords within the song, quarter notes or half notes even. It would be half notes for We Are 138, but it'd be quarter notes for this song. Down, 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 down. Whereas We Are 138, it's no, actually that's quarters, isn't it? But then when you get to the 6, the 7, the half note, back to the root again, it's a little different, but the attitude, the speed, the pace, the energy, the drive are very similar. I think that's why the song is resonating with me a little more than the first one. But nonetheless, I mean, there was definitely more happening within the song, with those accents for sure. In the chorus, we had some movement as well. So it's not complex. I'm not gonna sit here and try to make a mountain out of molehill and try to convince you that this song is amazingly written, because it's not. It's clear as day, a simple song. Okay, it really is. But like I've always said on the channel, simple can be effective when it's done properly. And this is absolutely done properly, especially as a show opener. It makes perfect sense. I don't know if this is a popular song. I don't know if this is a well-known song. I get the feeling it is, from watching the crowd reaction to when they started playing. But then again, the crowd may just be reacting to them coming out on stage and, starting the show. So I don't know how popular this song was for Turbonegro. I don't know if this was a big hit of theirs. I don't know if this was, heavily pushed by the record labels. I honestly have no idea. So this is where I'm going to need Turbonegro fans to kind of fill in the blanks for me. Was this a big hit? If it was not a big hit, was it at least one of those songs that the crowd really seems to enjoy, that the fan base really likes? And was this a staple of their live shows? Speaking of staples, this had absolutely nothing to do with the score. I did not take this into account. I thought the inclusion of that song, Hello, I'm actually really glad I played that now. It was only an extra minute, and I figured, why not? We've already been here for 6, might as well go for 7. It wasn't even a minute, it was like 40 seconds. It's a quick little, a quick little ditty that just kind of lets everybody in the crowd know that, we're here, we're happy to be here, we're glad to be here, we're honored to play in front of you, and let's have a good time, basically. And I like that. I think that's a very smart thing to do. I wish more bands would do that. Have that special song that is a quick little thing that just lets the crowd know, let's start the show, let's have some fun. I think that's a really smart thing to do. And like I said, I wish more bands would do it. I would honestly give the song about, if I'm being honest, like about a 6.1, 6.2. And I know people right now, Turbonegro fans, are going, that's outrageous. No, it's not. I want you guys to think about this for a second. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, and just in this video alone, I've already mentioned it. I'm a big Kiss fan. I'm a big Misfits fan. I'm a big Motorhead fan. Now, out of those 3 bands, would I ever give any of those bands, any of their songs, from an objective standpoint, purely objective, would I ever give any of those bands, any of their songs, a 9? No, absolutely not. There's absolutely no way in hell. How about an 8? Would I ever give the Misfits or Kiss or Motorhead an 8? Honestly, no, I would not. And I'm a big fan of all three of those bands. How about a 7? Would I ever give any of those bands a 7? I might. I could see Kiss getting a couple of 7s. The Misfits, probably not, if I'm being honest. They're going to be more in the 6s and 5s. If I'm being honest, maybe some 4s. Motorhead, they're going to be a solid 6 all the way across with a few 7s. Kind of like Kiss. They're going to have a few 7s up their sleeve. But I would never give any of them an 8 or a 9. Ever. There's no way. None of their songs are that impressive. None of their songs are that intricate. None of those songs are that substantial that they earn that kind of a score. Remember, I look at these songs objectively, guys. So I'm not taking personal feelings into account here. But looking at this song objectively, I would give it, like I said, about a 6.1, 6.2. But I'm giving this a 6.6. How did that happen? Well, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you already know what I'm going to say. So say it with me, kids.
Say it out one time.
A live show can help your score or it can hurt your score. And in this case, it did help. It absolutely did. Let's go down the checklist, all right? Stage presence, check. Yeah, they got great stage presence. They look like performers. They act like performers. My only gripe about it is I wish there was a little more conduciveness when it came to their attire. Everybody's got their own thing going. They're kind of like the Village People, but you know, hey, the Village People made a living out of it, so I don't see why Turbonegro can't, but it would be nice to see at least a little bit of conduciveness. Let's see, stage energy, check. Yeah, there was some good stage energy happening on stage. When people could move, they did. When they were able to get away from their mics, they did, and they moved back and they interacted with the crowd and with each other, which, you know, here we go. Let's just check off those two boxes right now. Stage interaction and crowd interaction. So stage interaction, crowd interaction, both get a check. I saw a lot of it throughout the show, especially from the lead vocalist. Showmanship, yeah, check. A lot of movement and motion. It was very visually stimulating. So I wasn't dozing off, so that's a good thing. And then production, believe it or not, that gets a check. That gets a check. Those flames at the beginning, they went their whole budget for the show. I'm kidding. I don't know what kind of financial support these guys got from their record label, but it was enough that they were able to get Pyro out there for the very first song. Way to do it. You know, if you're gonna pull off Pyro and you can only do it once, do it either on the first song or do it on the last song. One of the two. You know, I think it makes perfect sense. So yeah, they checked off all 6 boxes, and this is how we went from, like I said, about 6.1, 6.2, all the way up to about 6.6. I feel good about that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So let's wrap everything up here in a nice shiny bow, shall we? We have a 6.6, which is a pretty good skill rating, 3 out of 5 stars, and a B letter grade. Take your pick, I don't care, whichever one of those floats your boat. Final word, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then, by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.